live streaming. Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. We are continuing our second block of writing where we're going to talk about extended definitions. And when you write, you may have to include a definition of a term that isn't easily defined in one word. Um, so you have to expand it, and a lot of times you are using sometimes figurative language, sometimes literal language. But say you have a word like faith. Can you describe that in a one sentence, really, and give someone a full understanding of what you mean by that? So at let's take a look at extended definitions. So what I'm going to do is to start. Let's go here. There we go. Start by reading for you the definition of an extended definition. It is actually one or more paragraphs that attempt to explain a complex term. And so some terms may be so important in your essay that there may be so much confusion about them, or they may be so difficult to understand that an extended definition is vital for the success of your essay. I know in science, we're getting ready to start a very complicated chapter. So it is necessary that we have extended definitions of these terms for understanding. But I'm going to show you this image here. I want you to take a look at this. And some of you may be familiar with it. It is actually a quote from the Bible, and it is defining something. So let's take a look here. It says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but always rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. So, through that extended definition, that is one definition of a term that's hard to grasp hold of. So, we had to keep giving you images and ideas to come into focus about what true love really should look like. So, with our extended definitions, I want to show you first an example here, a different example. And this is used in technical language. An SUV. We can define an SUV as a vehicle which is usually driven on rough terrain through the desert and um, on land that's uneven. That's really how they were originally used. So SUV is an acronym. It is a word which stands for Sport Utility Vehicle. So as you know, SUV is really not a word, but an acronym. The engines of the SU vehicles supply power to all four wheels, so they are better for cruising sand dunes and snow. SUV vehicles vary in size. Some of them can seat 5 passengers, while others can seat 7. SUV vehicles are quite common in Saudi Arabia due to the low cost of gas, petrol, and their fantastic performance in the desert. So they were initially designed for driven on rough terrain, but as you know, we drive them now just as a standard vehicle many times. So that was a definition that had to fan out in order to give you a good idea of what it really means. So here's another one I want to take a look at. And then guess what? You're going to do one. So this is an article called The Meaning of Family. And that's a word really that has a different meaning according to whoever you ask, right? People define families by economic, cultural, social, and other facets. But what every family has in common is that the people who call it a family are making it clear that those people are important in some way to the person, calling them her family or his family. So, how does the dictionary define family? One definition is that a family is a fundamental social group in society, typically consisting of one or two parents and their children. And that's a good starting point, but modern family structures today don't always look like that. There are couples together that don't have children. There are all kinds of other variations. And some people are not related at all, but they've come together because they share goals and values. They have long term commitments to one another and may live together. And so that encompasses the modern definition of the word family. And who makes a family? Let's take a quick look at that. The traditional family was a mother and a father and children, but now families look so different. Children are raised by single parents, by grandparents, by homosexual parents, LBGT. Some families have no children, can't have children due to medical or emotional barriers. So the idea that parents and children make a family is a basic definition. However, we want to acknowledge other family structures. And so, what else do we have in a family? Pets, fish, dog, and a cat. We have friends now who may consider themselves family or even closer than their own family. Sometimes, where you have incidences of emotional distance or abuse, people don't consider blood relatives to be family. So, what we have today is a redefinition, and family is defined by the individuals involved in those units. So, that's an extended definition of a word that we had a traditional meaning for, but has changed. And so, for some people, it's very different. So, what I want you to do, haha, you knew there was going to be something, is to write an extended definition of the word friend. And by that, I want you to use an introduction, supporting paragraphs, and a conclusion. And you obviously would be writing this from your own experiences. So that is what I want you to do. We're using the five parts, right? The introduction, you're putting your main idea, you're supporting paragraphs with supporting details, and then finally you're summing up what you've already said in your conclusion. I'd love to see them. You can email me. Um, I will put my email right here again. It's Melody Hudson. Dot abc. Ooh, dot abc at Gmail. No space there. Okay, and there should not be a space right there. Let's get this right so that if anybody's cutting and pasting, there we go. There's my email. Please let me see what you've written. Just go. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And that's it for today. That's all we have for our writing. Everyone be well. If I see you at 11:30, it will be for science. Everyone take care. Enjoy the day. Stay cool. Drink your water. That's it.